welcome to BizTech's APAC Cyber Security Show. Every week, we update the region on the latest threats and incidences to help you protect yourselves better. Now, as always, we have my co host Benjamin Ang with us. Ben, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks, Brian. Did you update the theme song as well?
Yes, slightly, yes, I did. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Now, Ben, for our first story, we've got to look at where you're at, Singapore, where a woman who scanned the QR code with malware lost 20,000 Singapore dollars to a bubble tea survey scam while she was sleeping. This is really, really scary, Ben. Tell us about this and how we can prevent this from happening to us.
Yeah, Brian, it's sad, right? See, what this lady did was that she scanned a QR code and then downloaded a app which was supposed to help her participate in a survey, which would then get her, some free benefits and prizes and bubble tea and stuff. And she did all this while she was awake, okay? But unfortunately,
Okay.
the app turned out to be malware. So while she was sleeping, the app then came to life and started basically uh, assessing her banking account and transferring money out. Because that app had been sitting on her phone for a while and reading her passwords and reading her accounts. So it's bad stuff.
So, how do we prevent something like this from happening? This is frightening.
This comes back to the most fundamental thing. Don't go to unknown links, don't install unknown apps or software on your devices, whether it's your phone, whether it's your laptop. And a QR code is just like somebody sending you an email with a link. If you don't know where it's coming from, or you have any suspicion at all, don't install it. Only install if it's coming from somewhere trusted and that you know it's actually
Okay.
coming from a trusted
So
source.
this is a worry also. So we obviously need to be mindful that even when we go to a restaurant and they ask us to scan a QR code.
I wouldn't download any software if I'm in a restaurant. If anything, they should be maybe letting you read the menu on a PDF at the most, or maybe some online ordering thing which is on a website. Even then, I feel pretty uncomfortable. And it's good to tell businesses, tell your restaurant, hey, this is dangerous.
Okay, that's something for us to think about. We now head off to Thailand and to mark International Girls in ICT Day 2023, Huawei pledged to actively support the International Telecommunications Union's Girls in ICT initiative. So, what they've done, and inspired by the slogan Digital Skills for Life, Huawei will offer classes and technology programs to teenage girls and young women in Thailand. Now, in Thailand, Huawei will also redouble its efforts to bring internet to isolated communities and improve access to educational and health resources. That's a really good initiative, Ben. Tell us a little bit more about this.
This is something really important because if you look at ITU's data, right, the proportion of women using the internet is 57%, but for men it's 62%. So women are actually already at a disadvantage. And if we look at research that my colleagues have done at RSIS, in fact, they've
Mhm.
published a book called Gender and Security in Digital Space Navigating Access, Harassment, and Disinformation. Shameless
Okay.
plug. Okay? It's got a particular focus that women, especially online, uh, have problems of getting access to the internet. They've also got problems of harassment at a rate that men don't have, and they are also get attacks of hate speech, get attacks of disinformation at a rate that men don't have. So there is really something in the necessity to provide more girls and young women and women generally with more IT knowledge so that they can have that access to protect themselves and also to progress.
Now, Ben, if we want to read this book, where do we find it?
So you can go to the RSIS website and you can Google RSIS, and you can also the words gender and security in digital space, navigating access, harassment, and disinformation. And when this is posted, I'll also put a comment in the show notes.
Okay, fantastic. Now, next and final topic. Everyone, from grandmas to grandpas to our kids, are talking about ChatGPT and AI. But ChatGPT and AI is also impacting cybersecurity. Now, according to Recorded Futures CEO Christopher Alberg, now unrestrained by ethics or law, cyber criminals are racing to use AI to find innovative new hacks. Ben, What are they doing and how are they doing this?
Sadly, like any other business, cyber criminals are using AI to automate their work. So if their work involves like finding attacks, finding new ways to get into secure networks, they're using AI to speed that up and to do it at a rate that they haven't done be able to get before. But it's also having things like AI generating tools like ChatGPT to create better phishing emails. You just as I was saying that we got to be careful of what we click. Is that email actually coming from the right source? Now imagine somebody uses ChatGPT to write an email in the style of the police force or write an email in the style of the CEO of XYZ company. And out comes a perfect email which looks exactly like it came from that source because all the language is right. And the only thing that's wrong is the URL, the link. You click it and it sends you to malware.
Yike, that's scary. Now,
Yeah.
Ben, on the flip side of the equation, luckily, the good guys are also using AI and ChatGPT defensively. Correct?
Yes, and they're using AI to spot more phishing emails. So it's now AI versus AI, right?
And it's an
You,
arms race, isn't it?
yes, absolutely. Yeah. So, and also to track attacks because the rate of attacks coming in is faster than human beings can actually check on their own. So AI
Okay.
there to filter out which ones are the serious ones and which ones are not so serious.
Okay. So then they that's human intervention then by exception only.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, Ben, on that note, that's it for our APAC Cyber Security Show this week. Thanks for coming on the show. We've been speaking to Benjamin Ang, Head of Cyber and Homeland Defense at the Center of Excellence of National Security at NTU's S. Rajaratnam School of International Studies on BizTech's Asia Pacific Cyber Security Show. I'm Brian Fernandez. This interview will be on our website, www.biztech.asia, as well as our social media platforms. It'll also be on our syndication partners, TV stations, radio stations, and websites. Thanks a lot for tuning in.